Hey y'all, it's your buddy 16-Bit Gambit coming at you with another video. So in this video, what we're going to do is start taking the baby steps towards having multiple characters with different stat attributes. And in order to do that, we're going to create a character resource and then define this guy. So over here in the file system, I'm just going to go ahead and create a resources folder. I'm just going to call it resources. And inside that folder, I'm going to add a new script. Create new script, and going to name this one character class. I'm going to double click on it, change the extends to resource, and now we're going to go ahead and start defining the attributes that are going to be held by all the characters, even if they are going to have different values. So, class name, character data, and for the basic stuff, short name. Let's go ahead a bunch more of these real quick. Stats. More stats. Okay, so we're going to have a short name, we're going to have a full name, going to have a level, going to have next level, going to have experience points. I'm just going to go ahead and paste in these values from a script to save a little bit of time. It's hard to look back and forth. So, let's see, short name for now, just to catch it in case it never pipes or fails to pipe in data. Place holder, levels 1. I've got a calculation for the next level experience points value to go up. Experience 1. Experience points will be an integer. Next level will be an integer. Level will be an integer. Okay. And also, since we got so much right now for the platformer levels, we're going to go ahead and potentially have different speeds for the characters whenever they're on the map. So instead of being constants that are the same for all of them, I just got them here as variables, although I've got the same values plugged in right now. In anticipation of eventually having the character template node, I've got just this address as a placeholder. And we've got a constructor function so we can add new characters. Basically, you'll see that one get acted on in just a moment. And since all characters are going to have the ability to level up, we're going to go ahead and add this function, check for level up, if experience is greater than or equal to next level. Do the level up function. And all the stuff I could think of right now for the level up function that would be generic. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to erase this crap right here. And function level up. This is just a check value real quick. So print the level or next level. Experience minus equals the next level value, and then level plus equals 1. Okay, And I think I'm going to add a loop to this one at some point in case there's just a spot where you get a massive amount of experience just to catch for the next level up in case you go up 2 in one go. And then print next level. So yeah, that's pretty good. Cool. I'm going to save real quick. And now I'm going to add a singleton that's going to have all of the characters with persistent data so that you can access those regardless of what function is running. So I'm going to create a new script, and this one's going to just be called characters. Create. I'm going to open it up real quick, and we're going to define our first character, whose name is Tony. So var Tony data equals character data dot new Tony. Let me double check, make sure I got that name right. Character data, no space, dot new Tony. And so we're initializing that character with the short name. And I'm also creating an array of all the characters in case I need to loop through it and do something. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave these ones for now. I'm going to go ahead and grab these. I'm going to paste them down now. Yeah. For now, anyway, just so I got that running list, I don't forget anything. So inside the ready function, when we're initializing Tony, we've got his basic data right there. We've got his stats right here. So we're going to start Tony off at level 1 with 0 experience. His max HP is going to be 5, and then every time he goes up a level, we're going to add 1. Starting HP is going to be 4. His attacks, because he's going to be kind of an attack guy, is also going to go 1 for every level. His defense right now is going to be plus his level divided by 2, and since that 1 is an integer, every other level he's going to get a defense. Stamina is going to be plus 1 every level. I may mess with this one a little bit later, depending on how the game plays out and how many levels, you can go up while completing that first quest. Stamina is going to start off at 0. Max power is going to be 5, and then every time he goes up 2 levels, it's going to be 1 less to initiate a power attack. We'll see how fast that one works. Power starting off is going to be 2, knock that down to 0. And then total jumps right now equals 1. Because the other thing that I didn't mention in this video is we're going to fix the double jump feature. Okay, also at a later date, once we've defined one of the next characters, then we'll go ahead and bring in this stuff so that we can maybe have someone who's faster, but they're weaker on the attack, slower, but they're more of a heavy hitter, something like that. Tony's pretty good. Okay, now we're going to go over to the character body, and step 1, we're going to go ahead and define a variable to pipe this information into. So for the stats on ready, we're going to have character underscore data, which is a resource, and because all of these values are now coming from the character resource, I guess one option is I can just flat out remove all these from the code, which is what I've done historically. I guess another option is if you didn't want to edit any of the existing code, you just say equals to, equals to, equals to. And I don't know which is actually better. They both work. One of them has more code. If the name is inherent to what it is, it's not like it's going to confuse you. I don't know. I don't know which is better. But for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to comment those out, since they're all going to be coming from character data. and then after this video I'm going to go ahead and delete those and have just shorter code. And under the constants as well, because we got walk speed, acceleration, run speed, acceleration, slow deceleration, jump force, jump x, acceleration. So these ones should also be commented out. Walk speed, walk acceleration, run speed, run acceleration, slow deceleration, jump force, jump x, acceleration. Yeah? Okay. So now we continue on down through the code. And because the variable for total jumps is also inside the character, I'm going to go ahead and comment that one out. Moving on downward, we're going to go ahead and under ready is when we pipe that information in from our character singleton. Also, you see I'm getting this error because I forgot to make it a global. So real quick, I'm going to go over to project settings. I'm going to go to globals. Now I'm going to go to resource, characters. Now I'm going to add that one as a global singleton. Close. And so now I've got character data equals characters dot Tony data. Characters. Okay. Characters. Characters dot Tony data. Cool. And then all this stuff, I'm just going to go ahead and delete it right now. I'm not even going to bother commenting it out. That was just to show us stuff from the last video. So already we're getting rid of 9 lines that we don't need. Cool. And so this is going to be my work list. I'm going to go through and manually replace a number of these items that need to have the character.data prefix put in front of them. So I guess I'm going to stop talking and just fast forward through it. So I just went through and I replaced what I think is all the variables, and I fixed the double jump feature. So if I go back to character class, and you'll see that we got total jumps equals 1, and then right now Tony also has total jumps equals 1. If I go back to character class, the problem was I kept having infinite double jumps because I wouldn't add a jump to my jump count once I had jumped, and therefore I had infinite jumps because it wasn't tracking them. Also, real quick, to test that level up functionality, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the enemy, and I'm going to give the enemy an experience points value of 100. 100. Yeah, let's make it easy. Let's make it 200. So I'm going to go back to the character body script, and right here. So if the enemy is at 0 HP, that means that we should get something. We're going to say character data plus equals body dot experience. I'm going to go to the enemy real quick. I'm going to take a look at them doing damage. So body dot character data dot HP body dot character data HP attack character data defense character data HP display update bars. That's going to work. So I think this is going to be pretty good. Something funky might happen the first time I kill the enemy. Let's find out. Character data dot experience, double check in experience, yes, plus enemy's experience, check for level up, character data, check for level up. I'm going to have 2 enemies, 3 enemies, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and give the enemy 400 experience. And if I go back to the character class, we've got the printout of that. Well, let's see if I broke anything. Let's go ahead, we're on the map platformer, and last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add an additional enemy. I'm going to hit Control P to duplicate it, and I'm going to drag this dude over here. So I'm going to hit play. I'm going to stop recording now. Well, never mind. It's a good thing I did. Let's see, I should probably learn to spell. Level. I'm going to try again. Cool, so nothing broke whenever starting. So let's test the double jump real quick. I got 1 single jump. And I'm going to drag this enemy over here. I'm going to attack, attack, and attack, and attack. So the enemy doesn't die. Interesting. Let's try again. Die. Die. I'm going to have to fix that one real quick. Jump over this dude. Die. Die, die. Die. Okay, and I got an error. Body equals 0. Okay, so let's take a look at the code. Character body. We're inside of the enemy. Character data, so that'll fix this one if I keep track of my periods and my underscores. So why is the enemy not dying? This one's good. Let me go to my output real quick and see if it ran. Okay. So back to the character body. If body.hp equals 0, body.queue_free. Character data, add the experience. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run it in windowed, and you're not going to be able to see that. Project settings, windowed, close. Let's see if the enemy body ever reaches 0. I'm going to drag him over. Ooh. Okay. So the enemy's HP never equals 0. let's add a stop right there. Let's try again. Hit the enemy. Body. -5. Dumb. If the enemy's HP is less than or equal to 0. So let's remove that stopper and see what happens. Rerun. Hey buddy, come on over. Hit. 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 And I'm on cooldown because I wasn't paying attention. And okay. So body, HP equals -1. Good catch. I need to indent that stuff, and then I'll rerun it. Let's try this again. Attack, attack, attack. Body is going to queue free. Character data experience right now is 0. Character data experience is 400. Step through. If experience is greater than or equal to next level, level up, step in, print 400, experience minus level equals 2, and let's go to the output, 400. So then the last one is it just needs to recalculate. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go out of debug mode, stop running, go to character, and at the end of level up, we're going to recalculate next level. And then also, we'll need to recalculate those stats as well. Okay, so that means I'll need to move this function inside of the character so they can uniquely gain up theirs. Yeah, whatever. We'll save that for the next one, but also I'll demonstrate the double jump. So I'm going to go over to Tony, I'm going to give him 1 double jump. Let's try it. First is the double jump. 1, 2, and no more. Awesome. Next is we're going to see about leveling up, so hit, hit, hit. I'm back with a post-video edit. Near the end of the last video, I was getting a little bit nervous, and I was worried that I'd make too many mistakes and just drag it out. But afterwards, I did a little bit of thinking, and I realized that there was a better way to make sure that all the level up stuff was going to work. So I'm going to walk you through it real quick. Inside of the definition of the character class, what I did was I added some modifiers for leveling up that I could make unique for each of the characters. So instead of giving each of them their own level up function, what I did for each of the stats was I added a stat mod, and it's a value that will be used during the level up for the character. So if you got a character that's a fighter and they got high attack but they got low magic, you got a magic user that's got high magic attack but low HP, something like that, this is where you can apply it. So in the case of this main character Tony, he's got an HP mod of 1, that means every time his level goes up by 1, his HP goes up. He's got an attack mod of 1, that means every time his level goes up, his attack goes up by 1. A defense mod, that means every 2 levels he goes up, he'll gain 1 defense. He'll gain 1 stamina per level, And then every 2 levels he goes up, the total number of attack additions before he has a power attack is going to be reduced. So I'm going to bump that one up a little bit more. Maybe like 5 levels is fair. And taking a look at the function as well, you can see that on level up, got a test to print the level up value. Then we're subtracting the next level requirement from the current experience points in case they're going to have more experience points. Level plus equals 1. It calculates the next level experience points requirement. It's got max HP equals 1 divided by HP mod. So every level that you go up, or however many levels, this number right here will add 1 to your HP. Attack plus 1 over attack mod. Defense plus 1 over defense mod. Max stamina plus 1 over stamina mod. Max power plus 1 over power mod. And so all of those values, stat values, are integers, but right now the mods are floats in case I'd like to use a decimal and gain multiple of something per level. But yeah, and then the last item is I changed the enemy experience points to be 300. So when I do a quick test, what you're going to see is I'm going to beat one enemy, I'm going to have plus 300 experience, and hopefully what you're going to see is when I hit the next one, I'm going to go up in a level, going to gain 1 HP, and the enemy is going to die. And we're back. So let's see if it works. First, I'm going to get this dude's attention, and attack, 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 and attack. And you can see that my experience bar just went up. And running over here to take care of his friend. I'm going to do a power attack, see how many times I can get him. Attack, attack, attack. And you can see that the HP bar in the character went down 1 because the overall HP went up. So yeah, I call this one a success. Anyway, now, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a great audience. If you got any thoughts, comments, questions, concerns, I'd love to hear from you, and I'll engage the comment whenever I see it. Next video is going to be something really cool. It's going to be something that harkens back to the day of having a console in your house and a friend to play games with. So, y'all take care. Talk to you later. Bye.